Government officials met with NGO partners at a workshop in Vientiane on Friday at the final Laos-Australia NGO Cooperation Agreements or LANGOCA program to evaluate progress and plan for the future. Australian Ambassador to Laos John Williams said, with support from the Australian government, Laos will succeed in the Millennium Development Goals in 2020. The LANGOCA program is an integral part of the Australian government's policy, emphasized on partnerships in the delivery of the aid program. In his remarks, Deputy Director General of the Department of the International Organization, Phoxay Khaykhamphithoun, said, the government works with NGOs to reduce poverty, the impact of unexploded ordnance or UXO, and the impact of natural disasters in the country.
I think the achievements of the projects really highlight the vital role that
Australian Ambassador to Laos John Williams said, the review was an important step to reassure us that the Australian assistance is developing concrete results for poor rural communities in Laos. It also highlighted the outstanding qualities of Australia's NGO partners and their ability to achieve development results in partnership with the Lao government. Laos and the Australian government signed the LANGOCA on July 2, 2007, making 14.4 million Australian dollars or 109 billion kip available to increase the capacity of poor rural communities.
We're very happy to say that the LANGOCA program, the Australian program, has achieved really concrete results in the districts where it's been working in terms of promoting rural livelihoods, in terms of strengthening UXO clearance, in terms of supporting the participation and the role of women in their communities and decision making. And so I think it's been a really substantial, successful program.
The ambassador said the review had also produced a range of important lessons that would help strengthen the future impact of aid investments.
And you'll see the quote up there is from...
And I think the main thing I think we found from the review is the really important role of civil society organisations working closely in partnership with government and with development partners. I think the Lao government understands, the Australian government understand that civil society organisations with a long presence in a particular area, have a reach into a community and a level of expertise that government sometimes just can't achieve on our own. And so working really effectively with civil society organisations, with NGOs, is a really effective way of achieving development results and helping the Lao government to achieve its very ambitious development agenda, including graduating from least developed country status, from LDC status by 2020. So I think that's one of the main outcomes of today that we're seeing, is the really invaluable role that quality civil society organisations can play in that development.
It is disclosed that Australia's annual 55.6 million Australian dollars or 449 billion kip development assistance program in Laos is focused on education, human resource development, rural development including UXO clearance, trade reform and natural resource management. The funding was also linked to disaster management and UXO clearance activities with livelihood programs in Phayaburi, Salavan, Savannakhet, and Sekong.